25 laps, your 2025 Grand Prix of Spain coming up next live here, and having eased through on Fabio Quartararo on lap 2. Marc Marquez can capture his 4th MotoGP success here in Jerez. Already are all set for what we hope for is going to be another thrilling 25 lap battle. Mark lights out here in the long way back is Alex Marquez. On the needle. Alex Marquez will have his heart in his mouth there because Bagnaia and Marc Marquez leaning each other. We saw this in the Grand Prix later last year. There's contact. What a first lap this has been.
Not going to give that one up with our almighty fight because there was not a lot of room down the left-hand side, you have to say, but it was on the edge, but it was just about a
successive win here in Spain. He is still somehow in second place after what an incredible first Aprilia. Wow, that was an incredible first lap, wasn't it? We almost felt like we had an entire 25 laps of drama.
Braked himself into turn 6. He's managed to regroup, and he's now right behind the red pair in 4th place.
Yes, that leads. Bagnaia now fastest rider on the circuit with a 1:37.4. Had to be aggressive. No, Marc Marquez has crashed. Marc Marquez has crashed out of 3rd place here in the spot just seen through turn 8. Marc Marquez goes, tries to pick up with his elbow, but he flicks it left into turn 8. Now the Jorge Martinez Aspar corner. 3rd gear.
But unforced error from the 93, who is still running. He's getting a massive cheer from the fans as he now comes across the
Marquez on the last lap blew it here in Jerez.
Again.
Here comes Alex. He's going to be aggressive on the inside of Bagnaia into turn 13. That's lovely. That is a beautiful. Costa Aguirre, Zarco Marini and Bastianini at the front of this.
Who's broken way clear now of Maverick Vinales. The Gian Antonio is sick on the first.
Bunch of riders ahead of him. That is Marc Marquez, but he's way down. No, Fabio Aldeguer's crashed out of podium contention. Alex Marquez there in 2nd place. Nothing really between your top 3. Quartararo 1:37 towards Quartararo and Alex Marquez. Is Bagnaia, is this a ploy where he's just content, just happy to...
That lap, and the lead is now gone. Alex Marquez strikes at the start of lap 11.
He's back, so this is by far...
no. Down he goes.
Well, there we go.
One more lap to go, and this is the scenario that Alex Marquez must have dreamt. Marc Marquez to take victory. Today, though, Alex, this looks like
73, and finally we can say Alex Marquez is a MotoGP winner. The Chinese superstar waving the...
Comfortable as Carlos Alcaraz there just behind the throng of cameramen and photographers looks on
in this Grand Prix.
A big afternoon coming up for Bagnaia, and I guess what we'll be looking out for Pecco Bagnaia is what he can deliver on the
his sleeve here in Jerez. Big expectations for both Marc and Pecco Bagnaia. In Jerez. Some shot, hasn't it?
There is very little that matches this. Well, Fabio Quartararo goes from pole position. What can he do from pole?
Stand up. Well, I'm delighted to welcome to MotoGP. We've seen him inside the Marc Marquez factory Ducati garage. Tennis
in the future as well. Enjoy the race.
For sure, I'll be back. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, great house. But yeah, a little bit green with envy, just looking at how much the fans outside of our commentary box are sporting superstar enjoying one of the great Spanish sporting events on the
as good as you can do after yesterday's result, but we try and put that behind us. Made a decent change this morning. Just trying
another pause here now in the commentary box as we're ready for what I'm sure is always a
for me, for my friends, for my brother who came with me. So I mean, it's the first time that I came.
Seeing the line between being hero and finally ended up with a 0 point.
His move was just astonishing, wasn't it? The double overtake, find himself on the top step of the podium this season. Yesterday's sprint second, rather astonishingly. In 2025, looking to make it 5 sprint wins in a row, but for the first time in over 1100, nothing quite prepared us for the record-breaking lap of 1:35.610. The 26-year on the crowd They're almost drowning out these MotoGP bikes then as we get set. It's going to be all about who can make the start on that short run up to what is a very tight first corner. We've seen some drama there down. It's like that middle of the front row of the grid. The world champion leader briefly leads Quartararo. Super aggressive return
to that second corner, and Vinales has dropped to 7th place.
So Mark got the initial jump on Quartararo off the line as they started clear sprint. Not too many people past Marc Marquez on the brakes into turn 1 in a red.
What a big move that was from Fermin Aldeguer on the
coming through the fast right hand of the Crivier corner. He was off the foot peg there. That's lost him a bit of time in this early podium battle. Taki's got the inside line. Quartararo can't turn in. He tries to top it. Oh, Quartararo went down. Now, I just wonder where that was some...
In the braking zone for turn 6 on the second lap, Marquez fight, but Marc Marquez had the inside.
The Spanish fans don't care too much about that right now because it has picks Mark and Alex once again. It is down in terms of outright top speed. So as soon as Marc Marquez levelled him on the
4th place, then it's the final pair of Ducatis, Aldeguer and Di Gianantonio, who are looking at with Maverick Vinales right at final corner. Any signs of Pecco Bagnaia closing in on this lap at the moment? Not at the moment, but he is continuing to match the pace of the mark.
Unlucky, but let's see tomorrow. I think he will have a chance to stay there.
Where's Jack?
Andre, a huge shame for Yamaha and Fabio. Just explain from your point of view, what do you think happened?
The 36 he's a second clear now of Alex's poor old Quartararo then comes to the back of the factory.
Got a crash for Johan Zarco, who now joins the list of retirement, so it's not been a particularly good afternoon for the Frenchman.
Now we're on the last lap of this sprint, and after Quartararo's early crash at turn 6 on lap roar of the fans, they are all on their feet. They are in raptures. They are Alex on Spring Saturdays. It is a high five. It is 5 successive sprint victories.